Hey guys, today we're going to talk about just a little bit of guitar playing, kind of the home guitar player, which is kind of me now. I've been on the road, I've toured a lot, but I play at home quite a bit now, versus the guy who plays for a band or plays for a singer-songwriter. And what we do at home and how it relates to what we do in on the road or when we're supporting someone, and how different that looks for me. So stay tuned to see how this works out. What do you do when you play at home all the time? When you play at home all the time, you tend to play as many notes as you possibly can. It's just the nature of it. You're trying to fill up space. You're trying to create as much noise as you can because you're by yourself. There's no drums. Even if there's a backing track or you've run a loop like I did earlier, you still try to fill up as much space as you can because you're by yourself. You're not supporting anybody but yourself, and that's not a bad thing. It's how you learn. It's how you get better. It's how you grow as a guitar player. The mature guitar players will tend to do that when they're practicing or when they're playing at home, but when you put them in front of an audience with a band that's not a guitar-based band. You take someone like Josh Smith or Joe Bonamassa or Matteo Sasato. Those guys can rip, man. They're so good. They're really good. But I guarantee you put those guys in a situation where they're supporting an artist, they're not ripping the whole night. They'll rip when they need to rip. But for the most part, they're gonna stay within the boundaries of what the singer's doing. One of my favorite YouTubers is Rhett Shull. He just hit 100,000. He so deserves all the praise that he gets from people. He puts out quality content, but he talks about incredible stuff. He talks about listening and hearing. He has to follow when he's playing with Jessy Wilson or playing with Noah Guthrie, he's listening. He's not playing everything by rote. He's not just a robot doing what's on the record. He is listening. He's listening for nuances. Even if he's doing what's on the record, he's still in a live situation. It changes, and he's changing those nuances about what he does. And what's great about guitar players like Rhett, and there's many of them. Tim Pierce is the master of playing simple lines, memorable, simple melodies that when you walk away from that song or that gig, you go, whoa, that guitar player was ripping. He may not have been just flying on the guitar, but he probably playing something you remembered. And sometimes the simple melodies are what people walk away from. It's why songs like Old Town Road is so popular. You can't get that song out of your head. I'm not gonna sing it. I am not gonna flip and sing it. Yeah, not gonna do it. Anyway, so when you're practicing, work on, timing is great, but work on trying to to play melodies. If you're playing to a backing track, and the backing tracks that I like a lot are elevated jams. I like what he does because he puts the chords up there, and it allows you to know where you can look at the changes as well as hear the changes. You can put the two together. I love that. But find a melody inside his track that he's created, or whatever jam track you're using, and write a melody to it. Almost, you know, create a song within a song. And I think that will help when you go to a blues jam or you go to just jamming with your friends. You know, the first guy that goes, you're like, oh, that's great. But then he does that all night long, and you're like, give me something different. Now, I can't. I'll insert it here. I suck at trying to play fast. Anyway, so I hope that you will take a little bit of this information, apply it to your playing. It doesn't matter if you're a guitar player, a bass player, sax player, flute player, even a drummer can get this information, because sometimes less is more, and sometimes more is great, and sometimes more sucks. So if you like this, you know, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Tell me what you think about all this stuff inside the music realm. Since, you know, guitar is really on a comeback. It's really hot right now. There's guys out there that are just playing. Let me know who you like and why. And it's great. So one last thing. I'm going to start this on my channel. I'm going to start telling you about YouTubers that I like. And of course, I just mentioned Rhett. I mentioned Rhett a lot. But I try to broaden my horizons. And who I'm going to share with you now, and I'll put all the links down below so you can go visit their channels. But to this week's YouTube spotlight on my small little channel is someone who has a massive following on YouTube. And I found her on TikTok. Yes, TikTok. It's a thing. It's blowing up. If you're not on it, you should get on it. It's a really cool app that is fun to watch and see all the great creativity. But I digress. The person that I am going to shout out this week is Spagnola. Ali is a tiny little girl that produces incredible videos. She takes mashups. She takes songs that are this way and turns them into, it's just, you have to go visit her channel and check it out. Give her a shout out and tell her how great she is, because you will watch. She's entertaining, she's funny, and she's talented as can be. And so that's it. Ali Spagnola. Hit the subscribe button. Hang out with me. Tell your friends about me. Tell me what you think. See you. Bye.